Hello and welcome back not only to my channel, but to my kitchen. I am very excited for what we're going to do today because this has to be one of my favorite keto / diabetic friendly recipes that I have ever stumbled across. It's just, it is so decadent. You would never know that it was diabetic friendly. After taking a bite, it just tastes phenomenal. What could I be talking about, you may ask? Chocolate cake. Chocolate cake. This is such a chocolatey chocolate cake. Like I said, it is rich, it is decadent. It does not, if you hear a bell dingling in the background, that's my cat Hufflepuff being mischievous. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Oh dear God. Huffle. I thought she was going to pull the tablecloth down in the dining room. She has very long claws and they tend to get stuck. Chocolate cake. That's what I was talking about. Chocolate cake. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Sorry about that little segue. So not only is it delicious, doesn't taste diabetic friendly. No, it tastes like it's fully loaded. It is just amazing. It's also really easy to make. Super easy. You just throw everything into the bowl, blend, and then bake. There's no special steps that need to be done. It doesn't need to be watched carefully or anything like that. It's very difficult to mess up. So even somebody who doesn't consider themselves to be a baker can do it, and they can do it very easily. So now that all that rambling is done, let's get started. All right, here we go. Now, just like with the peanut butter cookies that I did in my last video, I cannot take credit for this recipe. I found it online at jenniferbands.com, and let's get started. You're gonna need to take 6 eggs. That's right, you heard me. 6 eggs, 2/3 of a cup of heavy cream, 3/4 of a cup of granulated artificial sweetener. Again, mine is Truvia. That's the one I prefer to use. Get in there, come on. Hello? Little technical difficulties here. Okay, that's never happened before. It's never stuck to the container. 3/4 of a cup of coconut flour. That's why there's so much moisture in this cake. Coconut flour just really sucks up any moisture, and if you don't have enough moisture providing materials in the batter to compensate for that, it'll come out very dry and crumbly. That was 3/4 of a cup of coconut flour. I can't remember if I said that or not. A 1/2 cup of cocoa powder. Now, it's cocoa powder, not hot chocolate powder. There is a difference. 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And a 1/2 cup of melted butter. Now, I'm just gonna mention that this is a favorite recipe of my husband's. In fact, it is what he requests anytime I need to make a birthday cake for him. which is why I'm making it right now. His birthday. It's his birthday, so happy birthday to hubby. And the oven is preheated to 350. It's ready for when the batter is ready. So I'll check back with you as soon as the batter's done. Once your batter looks like this, it's ready to go. It's ready to go into the pan, the pan that you're going to be using. Now you can use an 8x8 square pan. You can use a round circle pan. I'm actually going to be doing something different today. I recently got these little cake pans, and they're designed to make a layered rectangular cake. And I really want to use them. Yeah, like anybody with a new toy, I really want to use it. So with that in mind, I am going to see if I can stretch the batter across multiple pans. Now I first greased the bottom and the sides with butter, and then I put parchment paper, simply because I prefer to err on the side of caution. After all, this is a birthday cake. It has to be perfection, in my mind anyway. Nothing says love like a homemade cake that you can make as well as you possibly can. So we're gonna see here. Now it is a thick batter, so you might need to spread it with a spatula. You can stand for a little bit more. And hopefully I'll be able to stretch this across 3 of the tins. It should be fine. It's looking like it'll be fine. I'm just gonna eyeball it for now and add any leftover batter, depending on how much it is, to either the pans I've already filled or to the 4th one. I didn't prepare the 4th tin because I wasn't sure if I would have enough batter to make it across all 4. So we shall see. So far so good on this first one. And I will see you. Here's the first one. I will see you once I've finished again. I will see you again once I've finished with the other pans. Here we are. It fit across 3 pans. So now I'm going to go stick them into my 300-degree oven for 25 minutes. I'll see you when it's time to take them out. They are out of the oven and they baked beautifully. Now, it is late at night, so I'm going to pop these into the fridge to chill overnight, and then tomorrow I will be back to make the frosting that goes with this cake, and we're going to assemble it. See you in the morning. Mwah. Good morning. Yes, it is. It is morning. It is 7 o'clock in the morning. I didn't get to bed until almost 1 because I could not fall asleep. But there's no rest for the wicked. Sorry, my brain is still waking up. It is time to get the cake done. It is time to make the frosting, which is something I really love about this recipe that I'm using. It comes with its own frosting recipe. Now, it's not buttercream. It is a lovely whipped frosting. And it is just, it's perfect. It's light, it's airy. It is the perfect complement to a very rich and chocolatey cake. So, just like the cup says, hocus pocus, time to focus. Let's get this. Let's get this cake done. Because we are having a party today, and you can't have a birthday party without a birthday cake. So, time to focus. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is add a cup of heavy whipping cream to our mixing bowl. Now, I had a little bit more than a cup because once I measured out the cup, there was a little bit left in the carton, and there wasn't enough to be used for anything else in the future. There was just it was maybe not even a quarter of a cup. So into the bowl it goes, and you're going to whip it until it achieves stiff peaks, and then after that we're going to add the cocoa powder and the sweetener. So yeah, let's get started with that. Very important. And we'll come back to it when it's ready. Okay, so the whipped cream is ready for us to add our fillers. So we're gonna add 1/4 of a cup of Truvio, 1/3 of a cup of cocoa powder, a splash of vanilla, and my own little personal thing, squeeze of cinnamon. Now we gotta combine it all together. I'll come back then. And it's ready. Time to assemble the cake. Let's go. Now for the fun part. Now you're just gonna put the icing in between the layers. Be sure not to use it all because you are going to want to frost the top of the cake as well. I mean, what kind of cake is it if there's no frosting? So, check back with you then. So, while I began the process of icing the cake, my cat Hufflepuff decided to lose her ever-loving mind. Not once, not twice, not even thrice. I honestly lost count of how many times she began yowling and thereby forcing me to run to her to find out what was wrong. For those of you in suspense, it was nothing. There was absolutely nothing wrong. She was just lonely. The joys of cat ownership, right? So anyway, because of that, I really didn't get the chance to video myself frosting the cake. I actually ended up having to make more icing for the top, by the way. So anyway, I will just show you the finished product. Give me a sec. So clearly, you don't have to get fancy like I did on the top. You can just smear it like you did the other layers. I am not gonna bother doing the sides because I like the rustic look of this particular cake. But yeah. And there you have it. A diabetic friendly chocolate cake that will, I don't know if you can hear her, but Hufflepuff has started up again. So, hang on. I'm gonna take you with me to find out what's the matter. Hufflepuffle. I see you. I see you peeking out at me from around that corner. Yes, I do. What you doing? Hang on. What you doing? Come here. Come here. Come on. Oh, you mad, timidous thing, you. So yeah, once again, nothing amiss. She was just lonely. I don't know why she refuses to come to where the people are. But it is my cross to bear. Anyway, if you decide to make this chocolate cake for yourself or for the diabetic in your life, enjoy. It is truly delicious. And yeah, that's it for now. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you next time. Mwah!